You have to find a unit vector, okay, in the direction of the given vector. So this is what you're essentially doing. You're given a vector, and it could be of length 5, and you need to find the vector that's of length 1, okay? And so what you're going to do is you're going to find the 5, which is known as the magnitude, and you're going to divide each of the parts of the vector by that magnitude. So you take the magnitude, divide it by you take the vector, divide it by the magnitude of the vector. So let's look at number 27, for example. Actually, I'm not going to do 27. That's yours. Let's do 28. So 28, the vector is 0, negative 2. We're going to divide this by the magnitude of this vector. And to find the magnitude, you guys have to use the Pythagorean theorem. Oh, Pythagorean theorem. Yeah, see, this would be 0 down 2. Oh man, it's not a whatchamacallit, a triangle. But that's okay. We still, all we have to do is, I was going to show you guys how we get it, but anyways, we can't. So to find the magnitude, we go 0 squared, and we have to add negative 2 squared. Oh, this one's actually, you don't even need to do this. What's the length of that vector?
4.
It's 4. So we just divide each by 4. So if I divide those each by 4, man, I'm writing way too much for this dumb problem.
Wouldn't it be 2?
Oh, I said 4. Oh, square root of 4, which is 2. Dummy. Okay, so 0 divided by 2 is 0, and negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. That would be a unit vector, right? 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 Now, if we were to write this in terms of I or J, you guys know what I is? I is 1, 0. And what's J?
0, 1.
That one is 0, 1. So if I were to write this vector in terms of I and J, how would you do it? We would only need one of those. Since there's no number for the I, or for the first one, then we just need the J. So we would go negative J. Right? The opposite of this would give me that. So next, let's try 35. Okay. A hint on number 35. Write it in component form first. So this one, we can visually see the magnitude thing that I was trying to show you guys earlier. Write 1 down 2. That's where my vector is. So this is the vector W. All right. So this is a W vector. All right, so the length of that vector, what is the length of that vector? Well, you guys could use, the triangle thing, like do the Pythagorean theorem to find the length of the hypotenuse. That would be the magnitude of that dude. Okay, so, but you start getting good with vectors and such, you're just like, oh, well, if I was trying to find the magnitude of W, I just have to go 1 squared plus negative 2 squared. And then I square root that, and that's going to give me my magnitude. So it's going to be 1 plus 4, which is 5, so it's the square root of 5. That is my magnitude of W. So I'm going to take W now, which is, what is W? It's written with those I's and the J's. The W is 1, negative 2. So that is the W in component form. And I just have to divide each of those by rad 5, so I get 1 divided by rad 5, negative 2 divided by rad 5. Unit vector. So this is a unit vector. Why? Why is this a unit vector? Because this is of length 1. Its magnitude is 1. It's going to go in the same direction as this vector right here, but its length is only going to be 1. Right now the length is rad 5 for this vector, for vector W. But since I divided both of these by rad 5, then my new vector, the unit vector, why is it called unit vector? Because it's of length 1. Here, watch. Let's test it. Let's go 1 over rad 5, and let's square that dude. And then we're going to add to that negative 2 over rad 5, and we're going to square that dude. And then we're going to square root that dude because we're trying to find the length. So we would get 1 over 5 plus 4 over 5, right? Negative 2 times negative 2 is going to be positive 2. Rad 5 times rad 5 is going to be 5. And then I square root that dude. That's going to be 5 over 5, which is uno. And I square root uno. I get uno. This is the new magnitude of the unit vector of W. I guess I shouldn't say this. It's just 1. The magnitude of my unit vector is 1.